Welcome back to the channel, and today we have this lovely near new 8.5R, and today we're going to talk about one of the most popular products that we see on the Awesome website, and that's wheel spacers. Lots of one-offs. One of the most popular, one of the first mods that people do, and one of the most effective for such a relatively little cost. As you can see, this is fitted with multiple cameras. We're going to go through a range of wheel spacers so you can see from all angles how the car will look. We're going to go from 5mm with some spigot extenders all the way through to 20mm spacers on the rear. As you can see, this is a standard car. It comes with the factory 19-inch wheels. Later on in the video, we're going to have a modified car with lowered suspension and a big brake kit. So stay tuned to see what we do to that one as well. Okay, so let's get the car in the air, let's get the wheels off, and let's get this test started. It is important to ensure the hub surface is clean and flat before fitting any spacers. This will avoid any unwanted run out or vibrations. So that's the 5mm spacer already fitted with the spigot extender. We use the spigot extender because we need to extend that spigot so the wheel is held on properly. It's very important that we do so. And then we'll move to the back and we'll fit the 11mm spacers there. You may notice there are extra holes in these spacers. This is because they are multi-fitment and will fit vehicles with 5x112 PCD and 5x100. So as you can see, this is the 5mm spacer with the spigot on the front and the 11mm spacer on the rear. Another great tip is to use a location tool such as the one you can see here. These are also available on our website. So as you can see now, we've got 11mm front and 11mm rear. Let's move on to the next. So that's 11 on the front and 13mm on the rear. As you can see, we've kept the 11s on the front there, and now we've fitted the 16s to the rear. Moving on, we've now changed the fronts to 13 and the rears to 13. Keeping the fronts at 13, we've now fitted 16s to the rear. Okay, now this time we have 16s front and 16s rear. When refitting your wheels, it is important to torque the bolts to the factory torque settings, and after around 25 miles, recheck to ensure your wheels are tight and safe. And we're ending this one now with keeping the 16s on the front and the 20mm on the rear. As you can see, Tabby's been through a wide variety of different sizes, front and rear. What you will notice, apart from the 5mm, they were all a hub-centric spacer, and it's essential that you use a hub-centric spacer. Of course, with the 5mm, we use the spigot extender to keep them nice and safe. Every time you fit a spacer, you must use the correct bolts. In particular, for these vehicles, the correct thread length on a standard bolt would be 27mm. If you were to fit, for argument's sake, an 11mm spacer, you would add 11mm to that thread length. Of course, if you buy a kit from the Awesome website, they come with the correct size bolts. Just make sure that if you have aftermarket wheels, you contact us first and we'll see which bolts you need for that one. Okay, so that's the standard car done. What we're going to do now is move on to the VBT demonstrator car, which has a big brake kit fitted, and we'll go through another test with that one. Okay, so we've finished with the stock vehicle and we've moved on to this VBT's own demonstrator car. And the reason why we've moved on to this one is because we've got Dean here and we have
our Mk8 kit, which at the moment it's already running 11mm spacers because you need that as an absolute minimum to be able to use this kit with standard wheels. There's loads of room around the barrel, it's literally just the spoke to the caliper clearance. So now we're going to move on to the 13mm to see how that looks.
Yeah, so it's ideal, just to add in there, it's ideal if you want to keep your standard wheels on the car. A lot of people like that OEM look. I know that you enjoy seeing it with the standard wheels on as well as the aftermarket wheels that you run it on, and this is just to show what you can do with your standard wheels with a big brake kit as well. Okay, so now we're going to put the car in the air. We'll show you the 11mm when we take that wheel off. We're going to put a 13mm on there as well. As you can see, we've got cameras all around the car. On the rear of the car, it's standard at the moment. We're going to throw an 11, 13, 16 and a 20 on there just to show you that as well.
So as you can see, we've got the 11mm spacer fitted here. We're now going to take this off, put the 13mm spacer on, then we're going to move on to the back and then fit the 11mm spacer. So while we're here, we're going to fit a stud and nut kit. So obviously with different size wheel spacers, you have to change the wheel size bolt. So we're fitting a stud and nut kit. It gives us a bit more flexibility. So now putting the 13mm spacer on with the stud and nut kit, we'll get the wheel back on, get it dropped on the ground, and then we'll have a go on the rear. So as you can see here, we're fitting the 11mm to the rear.
Okay, so now we've got the car on the ground. We've got 13 on the front, 11 on the rear. You can certainly see a difference. We're going to leave the fronts with 13s. I think 11 and 13s are absolutely ideal to prevent any catching that's on the front of the car. So now we're going to go for a 13, a 16 and a 20 on the rear.
So 11mm off, 13mm on. So I think this is looking pretty spot on with 13s rear, 13 fronts, but let's see how the 16s look. So 13s off, 16s on. So this is running the 16mm wheel spacer now. As you can see, we've got quite a bit more poke. This may be a touch too much for this particular wheel tire combination. Obviously, depending what suspension you've got as well, heights and whatnot, maybe a different tire would be okay, but I think for us, that's probably a step too far, and we'll probably go back to the 13mm for us. So 16mm off, 20mm on. Yeah, so we've got the 20s on, very, very aggressive, you can see that. Again, too much for this wheel and tyre combination, but there'll be lots of wheels and tyre combinations that will fit perfectly with.
Absolutely, so you've seen the standard car and what we have to offer to that. We've moved on to the VBT car, including the big brake kit and the clearance for the big brake kit, and gone through everything on the rear. So if you want spaces for your car, visit our website, awesomegti.com. give us a call, 0161 776 0777 option 2. Send us an email, sales@awesomegti.com, or drop a comment.